Hi, my name is Rabbi David Ingber, and I'm the senior rabbi and founder of Romemu, New York City community that I started back in 2008. I find myself over and over again these days thinking about one thing. It occupies my mind in the morning, the afternoons, and the evening. I feel as though I can't not think about it even if I try. And at this point I've given up trying to stop thinking about it and wanting to live it. And it's really the question of being awake. Ani yeshena v'libi er. I'm asleep, but my heart is awake, says the lover in Song of Songs. Ani yeshena, my eye is sleeping, but my heart is awake. The sense that we're impassioned, that parts of us can go to sleep, but the part of us that refuses to be unconscious, to be not conscious, to not be aware, is still beating, it's still there, it's still vibrant and alive, and it's such an important part of my own life mission, such an important part, I think, of what it is to be a human being. I think it's the fundamental religious impulse, which is to wake up. In Buddhism, the word Buddha means to be awake. To be awake, in our tradition, the Jewish tradition, means to be awake to God's presence and to the presence and possibility of meaning in a given moment or situation, not to feel that we have been distanced or cut off fundamentally from a larger narrative, a larger arc, a larger story. If anything, the Jewish people have given the world the sense that there is an arc to history, that there is a meaning, an end, as it were, that we are yearning for. We call it the Messiah, we call it the Mashiach, whatever it is, but there's a sense that goodness will be available to us and that we are to work towards it in partnership with the divine to bring about that greater world that we are awake to and want to awake in. That's what I think about all the time. That sense of what religion really could be in the world. Because the word religion, which has a very bad name now, for good reasons, really fundamentally means to be ligamented to. Religare, ligaments, things that tie together, binds that bind us, where we aren't isolated threads in a larger tapestry, that we aren't, a monad, an isolated part in some random whole, that we affirm as religious individuals, as those who believe in a greater purpose, a greater meaning to this world, that we are religious because we are religamenting, we are binding together all of the disparate and disenfranchised and isolated human beings and cultures and societies into one beautiful sense of a beating heart that is awake. Ani yeshena v'libi er. And so I was thinking a lot about this the last couple of years, and as someone who loves Hebrew letters and the Hebrew alphabet, I'm fascinated by all of the different letters and what they mean, what their shape is, what their value is. Hebrew letters have a numerical value. When we look at the four-letter name of God, which is the holiest name in our tradition, a name that we are not supposed to pronounce or we can't pronounce, some have said it's just the pure breath of the human being without anything added. Yud He Vav He, YHVH. The third letter of that four-letter name, Yud He Vav. That Vav is the sixth letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It has a lot of meaning that has been added to it in the world. The Vav, when it comes before a word, means and. It conjuncts the word that came before, so it is a connector. A Vav as a word, Vav literally means a hook. It's used in the tabernacle story, in the Exodus narrative, where the curtains of the tabernacle are held together by Vavim, or hooks. The physical shape of the Vav is like the human body. It looks like a long hook. And of course, as the number 6, which it holds, it is the three-dimensional universe that we live in with all of its 6 directions, up, down, north, south, east, and west. The Vav holds all of that. And so sometimes a Vav will come in the Torah or in our Hebrew tradition as a way of connecting things that would otherwise be disconnected. The Parsha that we are in this week, the weekly wisdom of Mishpatim, laws, very, very quotidian, daily, ethical and moral standards by which to lead a holy life, is the weekly wisdom or the parsha in the Bible that immediately follows Mount Sinai, right? Whistles and bells and Charlton Heston and fire and brimstone. They have the parsha of the ecstasy of meeting God on the mountain, followed by the parsha, or the weekly wisdom, that is the day-to-day, how we live our lives with other human beings, how we are in the world. And the first letter of the parsha, this one dealing with day-to-day living, is a vav. As if to say, and now, after Sinai, after ecstasy, after joy, after everything unimaginably beautiful, blissful experience, ve'ata, ve'ela. Now these are the laws. The vav is love. The vav is the connection between dreams and reality, between disconnect and connection, between separateness and togetherness. The vav that we here at SLBC and other places are saying we need now is revolutionary vav, revolutionary love, love that keeps us awake and awakened to what religion could be in the world, to ligament us, to connect us together. What the world needs now is vav, sweet vav. What the world needs now is vav, sweet vav.